Department Senior Advisor. So, Christian, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
So let's talk about these young women. What is the big draw? Because they're going to be treated horribly. Chances are they're going to be sexually abused and probably murdered. How is ISIS getting Western women to join their ranks?
I know, it seems insane. I mean, you look at life under the Taliban, life under ISIS. Who could possibly want that? But frankly, it underscores that we're dealing with an ideology here. It's not just economic factors like the president and his spokespeople are saying. It's something that appeals, something, and especially in postmodern Europe, where other causes of by the wayside, frankly, where secularism reigns, where really in many ways they seem to worship, the sun god, climate change, rather than a religion. There are some people who want to turn to a calling, and they've just chosen a horrible one to turn to.
Yeah, but it's funny because as big as the NSA is, it seems like they haven't been able to help Great Britain locate these three young women, and they're just being recruited as baby factories, essentially.
Right. Well, and this is a problem, too, if we see the call today with al-Shabaab to bomb or to attack malls in America, that we're moving away from well-organized sort of Bond villain-esque terrorist attacks into ones that are going to be harder to locate through pervasive surveillance. We need to fight the ideology just like we fought the ideology of communism. Terrorism is just the most extant form of this evil.
Yeah, and Turkey isn't really helping us. The idea of a moderate Muslim democracy, I don't know. I think that that idea is a little bit overblown because their porous border with Syria, everyone in the world knows if they want to go fight with ISIS, they just have to get through Turkey.
Right, and this is a problem with the Washington foreign policy establishment. They don't update their facts. Turkey was a good ally during the Cold War when they were secular, when that military could check Turkish popular opinion. But since then, you've had Erdogan running the place, pouring flames on the fire. And really, we owe them a defense guarantee through NATO, and they owe us, apparently, they think they owe us nothing in response. And we ought to suspend them with NATO, and there ought to be consequences to getting in bed with Islamists.
At least we should be able to bring up the Armenian genocide. I mean, look at people who've stood in the Turks' way, including the Kurds. It hasn't ended well, and I don't think, regardless of giving us airspace and bases, I don't think that they have been a supreme ally. Now, these young women, or at least it is supposed that a lot of these younger Muslims in places like France and Great Britain, they face discrimination at home. Why aren't we turning terrorist groups against each other? Why is this becoming Western societies turning against Muslims?
Right, because we're talking about the Crusades, which happened 1,000 years ago and predated the United States of America by 700+ years. Instead of doing this thing, and instead of turning to Muslims and saying, we want to work with you, but, you need to really turn on these Islamists. And, Obama is out and his spokesmen are out saying that, the Muslim world, we need to get them to the right place. If you look at Muslim leaders, including a Muslim ambassador to the United States, who said, there is a battle of evil and a battle of ideas taking place. They are actually ahead of us on this.
They are, and unfortunately, when they take three Muslim young women from the UK and lure them over, whether it is reckless teenage abandon, anti-authoritarianism, who knows what it is? All I know is it's not going to end well for those girls. Christian, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Very good. All right, well, Congress has just days to vote on funding for Department of Homeland Security or its operations to continue past